all this done. Okay.
Yeah, just trying to like figure out how to get point A to point B kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I created initially.
Oh, I can't hear it.
I can't?
I hear it now. I hear it now. No, I had your stream down. That was my bad. Yeah, it's all good. I can hear it. That's cool. I like that a lot. I'd be curious to like hear you try to maybe embellish on that. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Maybe slow it down. I don't know.
I think like if you had a third part at the very end that was like like it walked down instead, you know what I mean? Like at the very end. Like as a C part, like if that was A and this is B, and then there's another part that was like kind of hits. That'd be cool.
Okay.
Let's see, I need my thing. Let's see, mute the sample.
Oh, I like that.
Is it more than 2? Yeah. I forget the chord, but it's better. So out of tune, you can play along. That's when you gotta balance the sample and you gotta tune it, because otherwise, good luck. Good luck. Let's turn that. Like button, subscribe. arm. That's a sick bass line. Dude, this is crazy. This beat's hard. This bass line is fucking sick. We were just talking about the Holy Trinity. I think I summoned it.
Nice, man.
Thanks, bro. Yeah, hit the like button. Subscribe, bro. Shout out to the Samurai team. Who knew that would have done so well? Salvia Cat in the chat is the first beat. We made that beat together. So join the Discord if you want to come hang. I'm gonna hit the piano on this joint, dude. It's too good. Dude, you know it's a good beat when I'm like, I gotta hit the piano on this joint, dude. Did I show you my tiny keyboard I got?
I like playing piano, man.
Yeah, I just got this little synthesizer. It's like an Alesis. It's got some sounds on there. It's kind of more of like a little kid's toy, but it's only got a headphone out, but I've got like an adapter I'm running it into my mixer with, and it's got some nice lead sounds. I think it would sound cool on this beat because it's kind of like, kind of synthy sounding already.
Nice.
It needs like a flute or some shit, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going into headphone land for a second. Piano time, piano time. Let's just go. Oh, but I don't have a chair. Where's the chair? it's so hard. I got it. It's probably over there. The end part is, dude. It's so hard. It's so confusing. This beat's confusing, bro. Yeah, same. Reading. Take 2. Piano 2. It's a hard chord to play. It goes F, A, C, D, E flat, G. One more time. This one to be good. Hit the like button. Subscribe. We're going hard. That was not good. I think I'm gonna leave this one part and I'm just gonna read this because this end part sucked. Okay, here we go. that? What was that, dude? That was hard. That was hard. Wait, I'm gonna try it out. I'll tell you what it was. I thought I figured it out. There's dominant 7/13 chords descending in minor thirds. You remember the Slurpee song? The 7-Eleven joint with the Clinks band that I showed you.
Oh yeah, that was sick.
It had this song has that same chord that you were like, what's that chord? It's the piano. It's like, so I'm gonna tune this sample to the piano because the piano's out of tune. It's like it's still, I'm just gonna freeze it. I'm saying it's 13 cent sharp now, so if I lower it 13 more, it should be good. But I was ready. I'm like approaching other note territories. Cha. You do some music theory math on this one.
It almost has like no like harmony because it has like too much harmony, if that makes sense. Or like the variations are too strong. You don't know where the key center is or whatever.
I already know. I already know your solution without even listening to it. But I'll listen before I tell you.
Watch this. Watch this.
Okay, idea 1, that's your whole beat. Idea 2, you could like augment the MIDI with like the halftime and the double time variation. So like the first part is just the first 2 chords, but in halftime. So it's like, boom, you know what I mean? And it's just the first 2 chords, and then the next part is the full loop like you have it, and then it goes back to just the 2 chords, like halftime, and then at the end I go double time twice as fast. So boom, same loop, just different time variations of the loop. You know what I mean?
Oh, like
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, and the part B is how you had it. Love it. Yeah, see?
Oops. The velocity really changes the sound.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't work with keyboards that don't have velocity. It fucks with my workflow too much. And if I do, I have to just sit there and fuck with everyone because I'm so used to the sound of having velocity.
Yeah. No, that's for another project. But yeah, like I literally just kind of felt where the chords would be with my mind. Like
Sure.
I didn't have any preconception of what I was gonna play, and it just turned out that it sounded somewhat like harmonic or whatever the word would be. Conducive.
Yeah. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I think
It sounds like there's tritone substitution in there as well. I'm not sure. You think?
maybe like not in the traditional sense, but I think yeah, you do use like a half step movement chord there. I don't know if it's like replacing the 5 chord per se, but it's doing something. What I was gonna say is like, so for all those other parts that you have, really like this is how I write music, and you know I'll like for whatever the last chord is, that's like the 5 chord of the new key. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like, so like
I kind of get
whenever
what you're saying. Yeah.
all of your parts like don't really make sense, that's a really good way to like have them make sense. When like the last chord is just like, where is this going? Like just look like solo that chord in your mind, and then look at that chord as the new, as the 5 chord of whatever the 1 chord would be. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
That's
like,
interesting.
I'll try to look at your thing and tell you what it'd be. Like if your last chord is, what is it? It starts on D. Is it D A C? Can you like change it?
This chord, this chord.
Yeah. What are the notes? There's a way to like make it tell
Let
you
me
the
pull up a
notes.
MIDI monitor real quick.
Yeah. What is that? What does that do?
Yeah, cool shit, man.
Whoa. What?
Oops, oops, oops. Let me expand it so you can see it a bit better.
Yeah, it's calling it what I would call it too. C sus something. So I would say like F chord is your, like if C is the 5 chord, then F would be the new 1 chord for the next part or something like that. You know what I mean? And just like rinse and repeat, because then you could write like weird chord progressions all day, and then whatever the last weird chord is resolves to the next weird part. And then it doesn't sound like jumbly. It's like every last chord is justifying the next part. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I do whenever I'm like, how do I justify this? It's like, well, I just had to make this like the modulating chord to whatever the new key would be. Because otherwise, or you have to think about like, okay, then it's going to go up a half step, or sometimes like, who gives a fuck about that, you know? Like, the justification is just like the loop happening or whatever. Like, you know, you could have nonsensical chord progressions all day. Like that reharm shit is a good example of that. It's like none of those chords really make any sense. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Yeah, that was weird. Do I have this fucking mini monitor shit?
Maybe. It might be just an Ableton 12 thing though.
No, I don't have it. That's
was a C major 7 sus 4.
Yeah, that's a super common chord.
It's
if you haven't fucked with sus chords, so that's, I mean, shit, that's another fucking whole fucking theory that I could, like, whole theory video I could create or whatever, is like sus chords, because I think there's so little fucking info on that. Oh well, you have it major 7 though. That's pretty unusual actually. I would like change the B to B flat. That's the normal sound that I would use.
Oh.
Personally, but I wouldn't like change it in your song.
Which B?
But, the toppest one.
This one. This one.
No, the last chord, the highest note is a B natural. Like I would personally play B flat if I was calling it traditional sus chord. I mean, sus major 7 is a thing. I'm not saying like you're incorrect, but it's maybe more casual for like, to me, I'm just trying to say what sus is. Sus is 1 4
Alright,
5
let's try it out. Let's try it out.
flat 7. But like you can do major 7. I mean, it's hard
That
to
sound
even
right
tell.
now.
Yeah, I thought I was like I wouldn't change it, but it's hard to really even tell. But yeah, that's like an interesting idea there, where like, you know, if it's sus major 7, that's like probably like more of like a Lydian sound, really. I mean, like if I had to call it, if I looked at your exact voicing when I'm playing it, I would say you're really playing F major with C in the bass, but there's a sharp 11 in the F. Or you could say that you're playing like G chord with C in the bass. That's another pretty good way to look at a sus chord. It's like a 5 chord with a 4 chord at the same time. Or I mean, this is almost like a classical thing, really, what you're doing. Sus 4 major, that's like the whole suspension resolution, the counterpoint rules, bro. I think we talked about that before. The 23 rules of counterpoint. I'm gonna put them in the chat. They're interesting. I wouldn't mind
Thanks.
reading
I
them.
love picking your brain on this stuff, man. Because I honestly, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. I just know it sounds good or it sounds right in some way or another, you know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, these are like general rules that, like, you know, Bach and all them followed at the time, and there's quite a few. But like suspension and resolution is a part of counterpoint. So wow, this is like way, this is way too nerdy. Hold on, let me find something that like is fucking like more. What's fourth species? Yeah, I mean, this is directly talking about the suspensions. There's 2 to 3, 4 to 6, 3 to 4, 9 to 1. There's all kinds of counterpoint, I guess.
Interesting.
I really just wanted to show me the rules. Where are the rules? Show me the rules. See, this is why I always am like, I just loathe education in general, but it's like whenever I go and try and find these things that are on my brain, it's like, why are they not just like written out like really easy? There's no way I'm the fucking first person to think of this shit. Like, let's just put these fucking 1600 verbiages into some fucking basic ass bitch shit, because that's what people need. Like, no one wants to read 25 pages of this shit. Just put them in bullet points and summarize them, goddammit. I don't think that's too much to ask. Like, I'm looking, it exists. It exists.
It's not ChatGPT to do it.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Way better idea.
Summarize this. Thank you. Bye-bye. You know. My Wi-Fi's still not working. I'm gonna try and reset it in a sec. But I'm still gonna be on the hotspot, so I'll be here, but I'm just gonna reset the room.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
For a minute.
Oh, dude, good idea. Good thinking. The AI master. Is it just gonna let me copy it though? Can you let me copy it? There we go. Okay, here's the rules. We got the rules. I just want to read them because they're interesting. Use consonants primarily. Aim for consonants. Third, sixth, perfect fifths, and octaves over dissonant ones. True. Use consonants by step. True. Avoid parallel fifths and octaves. True. Use dissonance sparingly. True. Maintain independence of voices. True. Should have their own melodic contour. Like each voice should have its own line. You know what I mean? Consider voice ranges. Keep a part within an appropriate range for the instrument. Yeah, like you wouldn't want to like write something that's crazy high for a tuba or something like that. You know what I mean? avoid excessive leaps. Yeah, you don't want to use more than a fourth or a fifth. Some similar motion conjunctiously. Voices can be moved in the same direction. Yeah, but avoid parallels. This shit is lit. Contrary motion.
Oh, you asked ChatGPT to do it?
It's pretty right. I could elaborate on them, but for the purpose of right now, it's pretty good. But like, so
That's cool.
back in the day, these are the rules that they used to follow to write pieces, and I think they're all really useful. And like, some of them are pretty like unusual that like maybe we break a lot now, like the parallel fifths and stuff like that. But like, it's pretty lit. Like using consonants primarily, like using thirds and sixths and fifths and octaves instead of like diminished chords and shit. Like, be pretty. Rule number 1. You know. Rule number 2. Use consonants by stepwise. So like, you know, like do, re, mi. You know, just going up to scale. Avoid parallel fifths and octaves. Like, you know, that was a total rule breaker on purpose. You know, use dissonance sparingly. Dissonance can be resolved with consonants, but typically look for weak beats rather than strong beats. Like put your dissonance on like, you know, the ands or the fours or something, like going somewhere rather than just like hanging on a dissonant chord forever. That's rule number 4. Maintain independent voices. Each voice should have its own melodic contour. Like each voice should have like its own melody, basically, or like its own part. Like it shouldn't be like different. Consider voice ranges. Like, you know, you wouldn't want to write like a super high pitched song for you. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't want to have like some girl harmony for your song. Like, here you go, sing this. You'd be like, bro, I can't sing that high. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, you gotta like think about people's ranges and shit. Like that's a great fucking advice. Avoid excessive leaps. Although I do that all the time. Like I'll play like major sevens or something, but you know, like that like Fall in Love by Dilla, that breaks that rule. Boom, bang, boom, bum, 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 bang, day. Like that's major 7 to 6 to 5 to 8. That's, you know, just like a 3-step kind of thing. So that's a really, it's not big leaps, but intervallically, that's one of the rules to break, is that you can't use like more than a fourth or a fifth. Use similar motion. Use contrary motion. Like when one voice goes up, the other voice goes down. That's like a really dope ass sound. Like oh my god, you could do that all day. Rhythmic variation. In phrases with consonant sounds. Avoid cross voicing, which is like you don't want one voice to go higher or lower. Like if you're, you know, singing in harmony, you don't want to like go to the bass part and then go to the other part or something. Like you want to stay in your lane kind of thing. Respect the harmonic progression. Damn, dude. Use suspensions by delaying resolution of consonants. That's the sus4 thing like I was talking about. That's a suspension technically. Balance the textures. Ensure the voices are balanced in terms of volume and notes. Introduce melodic motives, dude. Motifs. Maintain rhythmic consistency. Use limitations, motifs to create ideas and unity of parts rather than exploring. But then the next one's kind of contradictory because it says explore harmonic relationships like common tones and voice leadings that allow for smooth transitions, which is like basically what we're trying to do right now. Avoid too much dissonance.
I can write a lead thing over this, like a melody or some kind.
Create dynamic contrasts, like with volume and expression of each voice. Employ cadences and formulas that are recognized to increase the signal path. Like that's such like an AI phrase, but I totally get what that means. You know what I mean? Consider the overall form. Keep the larger structure in mind when composing individual counterparts. But yeah, that's like the basic 23 rules that like Bach and Beethoven use. Mozart, really. Bach and Beethoven
Right.
broke a lot of rules, but yeah, like earlier music, that's like those are the rules, bro. You're 170.
Yeah. I can explain. So really, I should be like half that, right? But I just increased it because I can be bothered to like double everything or like half time it. Oh yeah, double time it. So really, I'm actually in like 85 time now. Actually, let me take it down to 5. Let's call it only like that much. I feel like this might be down an octave.
Could be cool to like just play the chorus. You can play half whole diminished over it.
Half whole diminished. That's crazy. One second.
What's up? What's up? I'm trying to fucking play half all diminished. It's hard.
It's nice to know what chords I'm playing though when I play them. F dominant seventh. That's like one of my favorite chords. B flat major 7 sus 4. D minor major 7th add 11. Minor major, I never even heard of that.
Alright, here's your music theory lesson. Half whole diminished means like super literally, like it's half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, which is half step, whole step, half step, whole step. Like that's the scale. It's a pretty weird scale.
Yeah.
That was it. It's hard to play that.
Oh, it sounds nice up the top of the neck.
It's like major and minor at the same time.
That was fire what you just did just then.
I would say that's the Joe Beam. That was some Brazilian shit. They'll always play diminished to 1. Like diminished 1 to 1.
Whoosh! Damn.
That's kind of just like the blues too. Like the blues does it a lot.
Diminished blues.
That's what the blues is, in my opinion. It's just a diminished chord. Because it's major and minor. Major and minor at the same time. And it's dominant 7. And it's 13. And the only other note that's not included in there is the flat 9, but why not? You know, like, if I just take out the flat 9, it sounds like I'm playing the blues.
Damn.
You know, it's like basically the blues. It's really close. It's like
I see.
one note different, I guess, in my opinion. But yeah, flat 9, major 3, dominant 7, flat 9, natural 13.
What the hell was that called?
Oh, that's the fucking Slurpee chord. You know, 7-11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3.
That's a sick transitional chord.
Well, that's the, you know how we were talking about the Holy Trinity or whatever? But I guess it's the theme of the day.
Uh-huh.
It's fucking diminished has a holy trinity within itself, I guess. Like if augmented has a holy trinity of B and G and E flat, then diminished has like the negative counterpart, and that would be like B to A flat to F. Because it's just dominant, or I mean minor thirds, like repeating, and that's what the diminished scale is, though. Is it's just all day. You know what I mean? It's really just like the notes of the diminished scale, like repeating in minor thirds. So you just put the chords that are like adjacent to the chord scale, and because diminished has all the same chords every time, they're major and they're minor. So you could play dominant 7, down a minor third, dominant 7, down a minor third, down a 7. That's like a cheat code that you could do where like you can move any idea down in minor thirds and it's gonna sound fucking sick. Like, you know, you could play. Or like a.
That's like King Crimson.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I mean, people do that.
That's hella King Crimson, man.
You know, shit like that. That's like B to A flat to F to D to B, which is just me moving in minor thirds. So you could do that like all day. That's like a cheat code, maybe. Any shape you want, just fucking. If you're a B, fucking now you're a D. If you're a D, now you're at F. If you want to go F, now you're at A flat. You know?
Wow.
But yeah, that's a.
That's wacky.
But yeah, inside of the diminished scale, those are the like the chords. Like it'd be like A to, or I'm sorry, B to A flat, to F sharp, to F diminished, or dominant 7, because you have A natural. Yeah, it's just like the notes of the diminished scale. To say it really simply.
You know that last thing you just played, like the you can make that like a song.
Oh, for sure. Well, that's
a loop.
That's the chords in my song right now. Is it goes B, A flat, F. It's like totally
nice.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I was just like, oh, well, that's what it's saying. That's what the sample is. I gotta thank Dilla for that one. Here, I'll bounce it and you can hear it in the chat. That way you don't gotta fucking crash your shit.
Yo.
Yo.
What's up?
Who it?
I got a fine. Looking for some Chicago stuff. I'm bored.
Like Muddy Waters?
You said what now?
Like Muddy Waters, bro?
What you mean? Oh, I don't know.
Like Chicago blues, bro?
Really anything. It could be like trap, blues. I ain't did no blues at all. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, that could be lit. I mean, that's what I think of when I think of Chicago. Beyond like hip hop.
Oops, my fault.
Oh, you good? You good? Don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Looking for some.
Typing you some Etta James, bro. Etta James is Chicago too. That's a bad bitch.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm right here on Looper, man. That sounds terrible. Because I'm not a. I haven't learned how to do nothing from scratch yet.
Nice, nice. That's all right. Yeah, look up Etta James. We'll teach you how to fucking chop some shit. You want to chop some shit?
Hold on. Wait, what's the names again?
I put it in the chat. Etta James, Muddy Waters. That's just some like old school Chicago shit. That's what I think of. Yeah, I think that could be tied. I mean, you might be the first to fucking sample Etta James and then put a trap beat over that shit. Are you playing guitar, bro?
Nah, I'm on Looper, man. So I'm just looking, but they ain't got nothing on here.
Oh, bro. Here, scroll up in the chat. Scroll up in the chat. We got samples in the chat for fucking days in here, dude.
Oh,
I just put like 2 or 3 in here today, if not more than that. And here's this. We've been like doing this little challenge where we're sampling every song that Jay Dilla's ever sampled.
Yeah. What's Who It? What's that called? How they go? What's the BPM for it?
Oh, that's one of my songs. I just made that.
Hard.
Just cooked that up 2 seconds ago. Yeah, I mean, we were using that sample in this playlist that I just dropped, this Dilla original one. Yeah, there you go. There you go. He's looking now.
What's that one? It's Ravi. What's the BPM?
Oh, I don't know, dude.
Up.
Keep looking up online, man.
Yeah, that's true. Or just tap it out, you know? Like, just like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll do that a lot of times, and then I'll just, like, you know, use, like, a metronome app on my phone or some shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I never think about the BPM or the key, dude. I just I figure that shit out later, and only when I have to. But a lot of times, I never even think about that shit.
The 808 not a key? Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's, I mean... I do get concerned about tuning, but I'm more concerned about tuning than I am about the notes. I just want it to sound good, you know, like frequency-wise. So I know what you mean.
If I could put some trap on this would be so good. They won't tell me the BPM.
You don't need it. That's what I would say is the best way to make shit is like, just don't even give a fuck about the BPM. Put in some other fucking loop, you know what I mean? Like, put in trap drums 140, and then open up, like, some sort of sampler, like Serato, or the sampler on Ableton, or go to GarageBand or some shit, and drop it into a sampler, and then chop it up to those new drums, so that way you're just playing to the new BPM that you already have with the drums. Because, like, if you're trying to find the BPM of the sample, like, on these Muddy Waters and Etta James and this sitar shit, I bet that shit wasn't recorded to a metronome. So it's like... You got to think that was before Pro Tools. That was like tape. That was, you know, that's some old school shit. So like,
didn't have no metronome then.
They could have wasted a track and recorded the metronome to a separate track, and then they would have had to put it in everyone's headphones and delete it. But they couldn't put the metronome into the tape machine. They had to record the metronome separately on a separate track, put that in the track. A lot of times they'd even have motherfuckers just with some sticks, just like clicking along in the song, like making their own click track, and then they would delete it because it's just like it was either handmade or they like recorded over a drum machine and had everyone record over that shit. But there was no metronome, there was no BPM. Yeah, I mean that's how it works. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just drop whatever sample into the drums that you want to use, and then you're fucking golden. Because then you don't need to know the BPM. You could just chop to the sound, you know, like chord, vocal, chord, chop, whatever. Like, you know, just pick the cool sounds and then play those sounds over the drum beat.
I'm gonna do it like 140. That sounds like a nice BPM for that. So those on like cook up real fast on the hi-hats.
Yeah. Because like, you know, whenever I sample these cassette tapes over here, I don't know what fucking BPM the cassette's at. You know, like when I put the cassette in, it doesn't tell me, oh, this song's at 85 BPM. Like, you gotta figure that out for yourself. You know, that's part of it, bro. But like Savia said, there are like tools on the internet that'll literally tell you that shit, and you don't have to fucking like do the homework. But if you're talking about like learning, it's a good skill to have, is just to like figure out the key and the BPM of anything just by hearing it without having to ask or anything, you know. It takes time though. But Yeah, start learning about that stuff. And I would say, you know, too, like a lot of times you don't even really need to know the BPM, because if you like know the BPM spectrum good enough, you could probably guess like within a couple of decibels away of like where it is. Like, oh, this sounds like 90. This sounds like 96. This sounds like 102. This sounds like 120. This sounds like 140. And a lot of times you're probably pretty close, you know. And you only have to move it like if you're familiar with like the range of where things are at.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Hell yeah. I think I'm gonna hit this Dill playlist again, dude. Sold. Man.
I'm changing.
Whoa, sold. Sold in like 2 seconds. That was a good one. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? Oh, wait. Go back. I don't think I downloaded that. I didn't download it. Go back. No. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. It's too late. Give me. Okay, fuck you. Show me.
Alright, this the part I need help with. Started off with some like
Yes, Al, yeah, I'm putting some gold in the chat, bro. Why does this keep happening to me? Give it to me. Now.
I'll do a little intro thing.
Thank you.
you said you put what in the chat?
Some gold. Some gold.
Alright, so how like put the drums in the intro in there?
I don't know shit about FL, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I like only know how to use Ableton. I can use a little bit of Logic or something, but no idea, dude. That sounds like a YouTube video.
Hey, what you call it? It's pretty too.
Let's see who not. This one sounded pretty nice, I think. I can imagine what the other one would sound like, probably, but this, I don't know what this is. So for both of our sakes, it'd be cool to do this. Just this. I'm so much trying to. I'm gonna do it manual. That's all I get, really. If I do that down there, then.